Well, hello everyone. I'm Rachel Tessman from StampYourArtOut.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Andover, Minnesota in the US, and I'm here to bring you a live paper crafting class. It's Craft Along Week, day number 3. So we have been doing a series of videos, myself and 5 other friends, for our Craft Along event, and we're going live or having pre-recorded videos stream on Monday through Saturday of this week. Monday was day 1, Tuesday day 2, and today is Wednesday day 3. So we're focusing on 2 wonderful bundles. They are called the Help Me Grow bundle and the Scallop Wishes bundle. And all the projects involve using products from those bundles and a few other coordinating Stampin' Up! Products. If you're interested in knowing what products I'm using, you can look in the link, in the video description link to my blog post that was posted on Monday. And that gives you a written list and a visual list of all the products that we'll be using this week on all of those products or projects that we're making. So I hope that that helps. I also want to bring you to the desktop so that you can see the PDF tutorial. So we have a written 31-page PDF tutorial that you can access if you'd like. You can get it in one of 2 ways. The first way is by purchasing it for $25 in our online stores. However, like we each have it for sale, right? And I have a link to it in the video description. So if you're interested in getting this 31-page PDF tutorial that has the diagrams and the photos and the measurements and the listing of products, written directions, all of that, you can get it through that link. You can also earn it for free. I discovered this after we started on Monday. You can get it for free by placing a $50 order through me Monday through Saturday. So during the craft along, if you're ordering at least $50 worth of product from me, I will send a link to this for you for free. The people who purchased the product kits to go with this event also got it for free. So that's another way to get it for free. Or if you're a team member, right? High five to all my team members, my Stampers with Art Stars. So product kits, let me show you that really quick. This is the basic product kit that got sent out to the people who purchased this from me. It includes the cardstock. You get 24 sheets of cardstock. They're all in here. And then also 2 half packs of designer paper, the mixed, I keep forgetting the name of it. Mixed, hang on a minute. I'll let you know in just a second. It's called Mixed Up Patterns, and then the Wood Grain Wonders is also in here. We also have some specialty type papers, vellum, silver foil, the lunar luster, and then there's some cutout pieces from other dies and punches that we didn't expect our people to purchase in order to create along with us. So those were already pre-cut or die cut and sent in the packet. Along with that are a few consumables. So in the bag, each of the people who got this kit got 2 sets of embellishments. We have the garden epoxy shapes, or garden epoxy dots. Yeah, dots. And then we have the natural matte dots. Also 2 rolls of ribbon, the Berry Burst shiny ribbon and the Secret Sea bordered open weave ribbon. Then, of course, we always like to send something fun, right? So we sent a little bag like this and a trowel for gardening, and it actually is like nice and sturdy. It's one you can actually use in your garden. And then some treats along with a cute little tag. If you got the full kit, you also got the bundles with it, the 2 bundles. Now the purchasing period is over. I do not have any more of these kits left, but I do want to tell you that we're already talking about doing another one of these craft alongs in the June-July period. So watch for that information. Make sure that you're subscribed to my website so that you can get in on the news of that. Also, when you're there, there's a subscribe button under, I think it's called the home button. Let me just go there. I'll bring you there right now, okay? Because I don't want you guys to miss out on this. There's so many people who are messaging me right now saying, oh, do you have more? And I'm like, no, I don't. So let me bring you over to, hang on a minute. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to bring it to the computer. This is my, oops, where did I go? Here I am. This is my website, stampyourartout.com. And if you go to like the drop-down menus up in here, you can see there's a drop-down menu under home. This is where you click subscribe. And when you click subscribe, again, you can subscribe to my blog posts and or my newsletters. My newsletters are where I make major announcements too. Let's bring you to that blog post that's connected to this video so that you can see where you can go. So it's going to bring you right to this post. I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. Hang on a minute. Right in here. Okay, so here are the videos. Are you ready for the spring craft along? And it talks about the craft along event. It has links to all of these videos. They're all in one place if you want to come back and watch them all. Also underneath is a list of the products, like I said, and links to, oops, that's a different project. I'll show you that in a second. Also links, visual links to the products that we're using. Okay, so that's all there for you. I want to give a big welcome to Trisha Joseph. She's my moderator. Trisha, this is going to be a little different of a video because I don't have links within the description of the video. So it makes it a little bit tougher. I think what we could do is just send people over to this post. I feel bad about that, but I couldn't list them all. There was like a limit of the number of characters I could put into the description of the video, and we're using a lot of products this week. The other big welcome is also to our YouTube members. Thank you for supporting my channel monetarily. We have a 99-cent level and we have a $5.99 level, and I appreciate you all so very much. Okay, should we start? Should we start creating? Let's go. Let's get going on that. This is that card that I told you I was going to share with you. This is an extra card. It's not one that we're doing in our craft along, but it's in that post for just a little bit more inspiration on what you can do with the Help Me Grow bundle. It's a floating frame card. Okay, so what did we do for day one? Day one, we made this card, and it's kind of a little fun foldish kind of card. I did mine a little differently, accidentally, but I like the results. I made it into 2 pockets instead of one on this side and nothing on this side. Because I was figuring out that this paper was like another pocket, and it wasn't. So my apologies to Rhonda Wade. These are Rhonda's projects. We did Rhonda's on Monday, and then of course, oh, you got a seed packet in your little kit too. And so we put that seed packet, all of us did, into our cute little card here. So this was designed by Rhonda Wade. This one was also designed by Rhonda Wade. So these are Monday's projects. 2 fun fold kind of cards, right? And then on Tuesday, which was yesterday, we did my cards that I designed. So, or projects, because I have a box and a card. So this is the card, and I did mine in a couple different colors here rather than the pink because I am going to be low on these garden epoxy dots. So I'm trying to figure out, like, let's see which cards we can kind of like make variations of. But this is a trellis card. And this is the inside of it. So we made that yesterday. And then we made a cute box yesterday too. So, and it's a good size box. You can fit, it's 1 inch by 5 inch by 2 3/4 inches. So it's a good size box for fitting some awesome treats into. Okay, for today, we are gonna make, and I'm gonna scoot this over here too, so I don't forget where it's at. Okay, we're gonna make this card. These are projects that were designed by Melissa Faust. And we're gonna make this cute little treat pouch. It's a double-sided treat pouch. Okay, let me zoom to a little bit closer on the desktop here. And, oops, my bow fell off of my little pot there. Okay, oops, so there we go. So there's that. Let's get going into the tutorial. So where are we at today? We are at page number 13. And this is a photo or photos of the people that I'm teaming up with this week. So we have Rhonda Wade, myself, Melissa Faust, Jennifer Hill, Erica Serwin, and Ange McKay. So get ready for more videos this week. It's going to be fun. here we go. Let's get started. We need from our pack. Oh, and if you do not want to purchase anything and you just want to watch, that's totally fine too, because the videos are free to watch. Just like all my other classes, you can watch these, you can rewatch them, you can slow them down, stop them, start them, watch them on high speed or low speed, and listen to my interesting voice at those levels. And then you can recreate the projects using your own information that you're gaining through the videos, okay? All right, so we have a 5.5 by 8.5 base for our card, which we're gonna score at 4.25. So this is the base. Then we also need another layer, and I'm picking things from my kit pile. If you are somebody that purchased the kit, then you can grab from this stuff here. I may, and you know what, I'm sometimes making extra cards and stuff, so I may have dipped into this at another time. Hopefully I didn't. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what. So if I run out of something, you should not run out of something. We've already analyzed that you have enough product in your kit, but I'm dipping into this pack for making my samplers, and then I make it again, and I don't mean to do that, but I keep forgetting which pile is my sampler pile and which isn't, so. Thanks, Heidi. All right, so we're cutting this one at 5 by 3 3/4. And then we have some white cardstock that we're gonna need for die cutting. So let me just bring that piece in. This is a basic white regular. We need some for making our pot, which we might be able to pull from this, but I'm just gonna pull these scraps in because these are my scraps that I've had so far. And I think that's, oh, and then we need Granny Apple Green. Some Granny Apple Green for our branchy pieces. Okay. Also, from this, we need some designer paper, and we need a couple different sheets of designer paper from that pack. So let me pull this whole pack over here. I think that one, yeah, it's on the back of the red. Okay. Alrighty. I should have cut these ahead of time, but these are a little bit easier cards than we had yesterday. Rachel's projects were too intense. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna cut a piece that is 1 3/4 inches high, and I just want to double check the measurements. I made these yesterday, and yeah, don't want to screw up here. So 1 3/4 inches high. And then we need 3, is it 3? 1 3/4 by 3 for this design. I'll do 2 of those. And then from the other one, we need a couple squares. So we'll cut those 2 squares. 1 3/4 is the magic number on that. All right. We need to have some of this cut for our branches. So I'm just going to cut a scrap out of our Granny Apple Green for die cutting. And then we need to stamp and die cut. So let's do our die cutting now. Let's bring in our dies. This is our Help Me Grow bundle. I love this one. This is my favorite of the two, which is surprising because I'm a dragonfly. I love dragonflies. I'm sure all of you do. And this is such a precious, beautiful bundle. But I'm loving all these tools in here. They're just, it's so fun to play with this one. It's almost like paper doll kind of playing. So I'm having a blast with assembling and making all kinds of things with this. We need the leaf plant, I should say the plant die. And then we also need, and in the directions it said to use the detailed one, which would be this one. But I did this one, and I'm gonna go with that again just to show you, you know, you can do, actually I'll make one of each. That way you can see the difference between the two and you can decide. So we'll follow the directions and use the detailed one for this one. We also need the dragonfly because we're crossing over into 2 bundles for this card. We need this tiny little dragonfly die. And for the stamps, we need, from the Help Me Grow, we need the pot, the large pot. And she did use a different sentiment on hers, but I already made a card that says Help Me Grow. And so I'm going to choose the stamp from the Scallop Wishes that says, let's do With Sincere Thanks. Let's just change it up. Okay. Oh, thank you, Terry. That's so kind of you. Say With Sincere Thanks. And we also need the dragonfly, that little tiny dragonfly, which is over here. Okay, I think we have our stamps and our dies ready. Let's stamp a few things and then start die cutting. So this one uses Berry Burst ink. I forgot to pull my inks over. We need Berry Burst, Secret Sea for this card. Berry Burst and Secret Sea. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to put my mic on. It's been a crazy morning. I'm having technology issues, which is why I was a little late for this. My device is telling me I'm having connectivity issues with my laptop, but yet my laptop seems to be working fine. So I'm not going to worry about it too much, but I have this little exclamation mark that showed up yesterday during yesterday's live, and it's still there, and I don't know why. Okay, Berry Burst. Beautiful color. That's the color that you see in this ribbon. So we're going to ink that, and I don't think it'll fit onto... Oh, it will. Okay, we're going to make the most of it, you guys. We're going to ink it up and stamp it onto this scrap here. We can save that larger scrap for something else then. Okay. For this, try to keep your hands clean because you don't want your ink getting onto your card in the wrong areas. All right, it's a sticky, juicy one. Hold on to it on this side rather than where I was holding it before. Okay, there is our stamp. We're gonna stamp that down. My cold is going away. Some of you were asking yesterday, and I don't know if I even answered, but it is disappearing. It was a 2-week cold though, you guys. It was a stubborn one. Hung in for a long time. Because this is a solid stamp and I don't have my positioner to keep stamping over and over again in front of me, I'm just using one-time stamping. I'm just pressing it in there for a little bit longer to really soak that ink in. Let's clean that one off right away because it's in a pink or red color. And we want to, remove that coloring as quickly as possible so we don't have it super staining our stamps, right? Okay, see, that's pretty clean now. All right, let's go on to stamping our dragonfly because we need to have our dragonfly done too. So we'll use our B block. Is this our B? This is our B. Oh, and I inked it up in the wrong color. Hang on. We need that one in Secret Sea. Well, of course, you can stamp it in any color you want, but we're going to go with Secret Sea. And then we'll close these and move them out of the way. We do have another stamp to do, and that is our sentiment stamp, but we're going to do that after we have die cut in this case, because I think it's going to be easier to do it after. So let's grab our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. She's doing it. Trisha's giving links. I'm impressed, Trisha. Thank you. Okay, so let's move this into view here so we can set up everything on our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We're going to use some sticky notes to help hold things down, okay? All right, so, oh, interesting. The Stampin' Scrub is on the last chance list. No! Trisha just shared with us. Oh my goodness, that is like my favorite thing to use for cleaning. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, that's not sticking down. The last chance list just posted today. So it gets posted every other month, right? So we have new last chance items. You'll want to grab up things that you can't live without before they're gone. Thanks, Terry. Okay, and then we'll put this one on here. I should be reading more of the comments because you're probably announcing a lot of things that I don't know about, Trisha. I haven't had a chance to go onto the website yet because I posted the paper pumpkin tutorials this morning. I posted the all-star tutorials this morning. We have new tutorials that are out, you guys. And of course, then I had to change my thank you emails, especially since those of you that placed the $50 orders during this week get in on, and I don't think I die cut that one really well. Oopsie. It's not too bad though. We'll go with it. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I could start thanking people because orders are coming in because it's April. And we also have a new product of the month. We have this beautiful, it's called a Bloom's Eyelet die or something like that. And it's gorgeous. It's really pretty. So for $5 extra with an order that's $75 or more, you get to have that. Are your eyes deceiving me, or is the Stampin' Scrub and Mist on Last Chance? It is. It is. Well, because I know the scrub is because Trisha just posted it, and she's knowledgeable. She is, like, if you have a question about Stampin' Up, she knows the answer. She's good. Thank you, Trisha. All right, so we are gonna die cut this one twice. And then we also have a large white label to die cut. Also, while we're working on all this die cutting, I do want to announce that I'm having an April ordering special because I am approaching a huge sales milestone of my career. So I've been a demonstrator for a little over 26 years now. I did reach the 1 million in sales milestone a few years back and got to design a stamp set called Layering Leaves. You may have it in your possession. It's, of course, my favorite. But we are now approaching the 2 million sales mark. I'm anticipating reaching it this month. I don't see why I won't reach it this month because you kind of, see how your sales go every month, and there's a pattern. So, so it's not like I need sales, need to ask for extra sales to reach it. I just am going to reach it. And so I'm celebrating with those people who are placing some large orders with me this month. I want to gift those people who help me in the month that it's happening. So you'll want to visit my blog post for that too, because I just shared some information about that in a newsletter. It's in my Monday blog post, and it's basically some awesome new product. I'll try to share that after we make this card. Okay, oh, there's one other layer that we need for this. We need an inside layer for the card. So let me cut that, and then I think we're ready to start assembling. Oh, I forgot to die cut one more thing. There's a lot of pieces. Sorry about that. Let me do one more. One more, and that is going to be the scallop oval. And that comes from, the Scallop Wishes dies. It's this one here, the large one. So we're going to die cut that one onto some scrap white, and we'll stamp it after. If you stamp it before, you might not get it in the right place, okay? So we're going to stamp it after. Some things you stamp first and some things you stamp after, right? Just depends. Okay, we have our pieces. We're ready. Let's start with these designer paper layers. So we're going to go ahead and flip them all over. And I'm just going to put a little dash of adhesive on the back side of each one. A tiny bit, just a little tiny mark, okay? And then we're going to line them up so that they look good. Okay? Basically, if you have just a little bit of adhesive on here, you can rearrange things, you can shift things. But because I've already made this card once, I kind of knew where they were going to go and how much gappage around the edges we need. So I think we're good to go. But that helps you to guesstimate, right? It helps you to you know, lay things out before you actually stick it down permanently. You can use glue at this point, but I definitely recommend the, you know, tiny bit of adhesive first to test it out. Oh gosh, everybody's so sad about the Stamp and Scrub and Mist. Me too, you guys. I am. I'll probably continue to use it, but it's sad that it's not available. It must not be selling. That must be what happened, you know? So thanks, Kay. Yeah, it's not there yet, but we can always cheer for it even though it's not here. It's coming, and I'm gonna be excited to share when it does happen. So the mist is not marked as last chance. Okay, good to know. So just the scrub. Interesting. Okay, so there is that layer. So you set it up like that. And I believe Melissa had us just put it straight down, but I wanted a little shadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up with some dimensionals. We can just use up the last of these on this sheet. So I'm gonna put one in each corner. And I'm just putting them in the corner because Rachel does this. She likes to have her cards strategically, her dimensionals strategically placed on her cards so that when you mail them, you don't have to have multiple layers of dimensionals kind of fighting with each other and making an envelope bulkier than it should be. So we're just got it on the corners, which means any other dimensionals that we put on here could be within the middle, and it'll still give that double stack look when you're not pressing on it, right? You can see how it lifts it up, but it won't be double thick in the mail. Like you won't be mailing something super thick, right? Okay, so next we can lay this on here, and I'm just gonna lay it on here because I'm going to adhere this too with dimensionals. I think she did put this on with dimensionals. And then I'm gonna position these goodies, just a couple of them, so I kind of know where they're sitting. We don't have to worry about tucking the plant in, but kind of in that spot. And now I know where I can stamp my sentiment. So I'm gonna stamp the sentiment with sincere thanks. And we'll go ahead and put that in this corner, like that. So now we know where to put it. Okay, we can place this up on dimensionals. One thing that I think I'm gonna do though is wait, because if I'm also going to pop this planter up on dimensionals, I'm gonna see where the dimensionals sit under here first and then place them under this spot. So let's just set those to aside and start assembling our plant. So you can see the difference between the two pots. One of them, this is the detailed one, and it actually has like a little opening to allow you to put your plants within. So you can tuck this in there like that, right? For the one that I did, and let's see if I can pull this back off. I need another glue dot on there. It's not very strong, but I just stuck them right down there, and they aren't tucked in the pot. So you kind of have to make sure that you have a ribbon to cover them up. Let's see if we can get that one to stick better now with 2 glue dots. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some multi-purpose liquid glue. I'll just do it from this one here. Just add a little bit to the stem area. And I'm gonna bring that up a little bit higher too. Tuck that into my pot and let that sit a minute. And then we'll do the same thing on this one. I kind of had a lot of it come out at first. By the way, thank you for your comments on my hair. I'm seeing a few of them. This is wig day today because Rachel didn't have time to wash her hair. So I'm wearing a wig. This is, which one is this? I don't know, it's in the description of my video. It's one of my favorite ones. Très Chocolat is the color, berry chocolate. It's not super chocolate in color. It's more like, I don't know, ash blonde, but has a brown tinge to it. So there we have that. Now we can flip this over and we can add some dimensionals to the back side of this. And because it's not going to be sitting completely on there, I'm going to put dimensionals on this side over here. We'll put some across there to hold the plants in. And we'll put some right about there. Plus, I know that I'm going to need maybe a couple up in this area here. So I'm going to stick one there. And that way these plant pieces will kind of stay separated from each other. I think I'll do one on this one as well. Just let those things lie flat. And then I'll add glue to the back side of these when we get to that spot. Okay, so we're taking the backings off. We're gonna line this up using our grid paper so that we can see that everything's, you know, positioned nicely. And then I'm going to add backings. Add this on here, a little tilted. I should have actually done it on the card because the card kind of tells you where your borders are too, doesn't it? Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna turn it over a little bit more to this spot. Okay, so there's that. Now I can lift it up and I can put adhesive on the back side of this area, but I know my dimensionals are right here. So I'm gonna avoid that. I'm gonna stick one here. I'm gonna stick one here, and I'll stick one here. So this area stays one layer of dimensionals, right? And then we can also add a little bit of glue to maybe like right here and here and here, so that those plant leaves will stay flat against the card, because we want some dimension. Oops. There we go. And those are all sticking down in the back, but we've got dimensionals on a few of these leaves so that they stick up more. You could even put some dimensionals behind these if you want to, but they're pretty secure now. Everything's staying in place. We need our dragonfly in there, and our dragonfly, I'm going to add before adding the wink of Stella. Thanks, Jana. Appreciate the thumbs up. We're going to add that with another little mini dimensional, and we'll stick that over here in the dark area of the card. We need a bow. Let's grab some of that Secret Sea ribbon. And I think, how much did I write down for that? Because I think she was, maybe, oh, it was the other project where she was super generous on the ribbon. I think you could use less. But then on this one, she mentions using, oh, it doesn't say, just adds a bow. Okay, so we're gonna take and add probably about 10 inches. I would say 10 inches would do it, maybe even less. You could probably do it with less. So we'll just do 2 little rabbit ears, tie it over on itself, adjust the ends. Okay, and then we'll trim using our super sharp scissors that has a ribbon on it so that we only use it with ribbon. Do you remember this black glittered ribbon, you guys? This is from a long time ago. All the glitter is pretty much off of it. And then we'll add that to our pot. We'll use a couple glue dots, as we learned from our other card. There's that. And then we just have 2 more things. So, and the inside. Let's add the inside. You could stamp the inside or just have it blank, especially on a thank you card, because thank you cards are very specific. So we'll leave it blank so that Rachel can write whatever she wants on there. Wink of Stella. It's an awesome tool for adding a little bit of glitz and glimmer and shine. And it also acts kind of like a blender pen. I am going to blend this, and then I'm going to show you the difference between the 2 wings. Do you see that? This wing has a little bit of blue that carried over from the body, because it was, and now we'll do this side. You can see it start to turn a little bit bluer. Isn't that beautiful? Our dragonfly is glitzy and glowy. And then we have some accent pieces. And because the accent pieces, she did use pink, I'm going to go ahead and do that for this card because this area is a little bit sparser. So I'm going to put my little accent pieces over here this time. So you can make, you know, a couple different looks with that card. It's really fun to play with. I love that. And then her card just looked a little bit different in that it said help me grow here. She had the pink on the spot here, but a couple different options for that card. Let's make the second project. The second project is a little pouch. And for that pouch, we need to have some designer paper. So we're gonna bring in our Wood Grain Wonders paper. Sorry, got piles back here. So for the Wood Grain Wonders, we're gonna use a sheet of 6x6. And I chose the one with the darker on the inside. I just liked that look. And so let's grab the dies that we're gonna need for this. For this one, we're gonna need a different set of dies. We're gonna need this one for the body of the dragonfly. There's 2 bodies on there. And then we're gonna need the wings. And I already did do 1 body from yesterday, and I got 2 when I die cut. So we can put this one away because it's already done with Early Espresso cardstock. This one we're gonna do with Berry Burst cardstock. And then we also need this frame die, and this is going to go with one of the stamps that's in the set. So let's grab that set, that stamp set, and take out our cattails image. There's our cattails. We also need the For You. Here it is. For You, or you could even use like hello on this one. Thanks, Joanne. Little bits into, yes, little bits of DSP. Exactly, that last card, it's perfect for that sort of thing, right? Okay, let's go to, sorry, just sorting things out on my messy table. We're going to grab our stamp image. We've got that. Okay, let's mount it. And we're going to stamp that in Early Espresso ink. So I have to go grab Early Espresso. I've got my Berry Burst. And I think, oh, we need one more piece, and that's coming from the packet. It's actually from the Everyday Arches set of dies. This one here. But if you participated in this event with a kit, you have your piece already cut for you inside your little extra packet here. So you can just pull this piece out of here. It's done on basic white cardstock. And it's the smallest of the dies. So let's stamp this onto a scrap of white. With Early Espresso ink. We're going to die cut that. And then we need to die cut the body with some Berry Burst cardstock. So remind me, I have to get that too. We're going to stamp on this with Berry Burst ink and the For You. Oh, I just inked it up in Early Espresso. Close that ink pad up, Rachel. Let's clean it off with our retiring Stamp and Scrub. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. So sad. Makes me sad. But the mist is still available? Interesting. I wonder what's happening with that. We're going to stamp that Left Justified onto this arch. Let me put all of these dirtier stamps over here so I don't accidentally get anything in them. Close up the ink, grab a scrap of Berry Burst. And I know it's in here. Here it is. We used that on our first day project. Okay, so we're gonna grab this and we're gonna die cut the wings. I'm gonna grab a little scrap of this for our wings. I know, I'm doing vellum too. I just, you know, to me, dragonfly wings need vellum. So we're gonna do a little bit of vellum and we're gonna do a little bit of berry burst. You have vellum in your kit, by the way. Okay, I think we have all of our pieces. We just have to die cut now. This, and this. And we have a body, and we have, yep, okay. Die cutting, and then assembling. Woohoo! So for the die cutting, because we have a frame type die, we need to use our little sticky notes again and set this up so that this will frame up our cattails. Let's grab our sticky note, stick that on there like that. Grab our wings, and I'm just going to layer these onto each other like that. We should be able to do it both at the same time. Run it through. You think so, Jen? She thinks that maybe they're making a new scrub. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so we cut through those 2 layers. We've got our cattails. By the way, I appreciate all of you so very much for coming and joining on these lives this week. It's a busy week, and I know it can get overwhelming to have so many videos in a row, but I really love the company, and just think of all the creative inspiration you're getting from all this, right? I hope that it's inspiring you, whether it's to use the products that you already have in different ways, or whether it's enticing you to get some of these products. I'm going to use the brush to get all of these pieces out because we have tiny little pieces that are going to be stuck in there if we don't use the brush. Come on. And we can use that technique where we throw it on the table. There's that piece. And then just kind of look to make sure everything's out of there, because the next time you use it, you don't want to have pieces stuck within your dies. Let's scoot those off to the side. Rachel has a mess to clean up today because we're trying to go fast. We don't want this video to be longer than an hour today, do we? It might be. No. Oh, we're at 11:47. I thought we were at 11:57. Okay, getting rid of all of those little insides here, cleaning it up. So fun. So we have these beautiful vellum wings that we can stick on top of the pink wings to soften the color a bit. And also, I feel like dragonflies need vellum. No matter what. I just always think of dragonflies as needing vellum, so I couldn't help myself. So we're going to stick a little bit of glue behind the body of the dragonfly wing area. Stick that down and hold it in place. And then we've also got the body of the dragonfly. So we're going to put a little glue in that same spot on the other side of the vellum and grab our dragonfly body and stick that down on top. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Just love it. And we are ready to put our box together. Oh, hang on. No, get on there and dry. It's trying to bend up the wing. Okay. There we go. Our dragonfly is now going to get set aside to dry. We've got all our pieces except our base ready. Let's do our base. For the base, you'll want to grab your paper trimmer. And this paper trimmer is actually set up to work really well with this box design because there's certain markings and areas on the trimmer that will help guide you in this. I'll zoom out just a tad so that you can see a little bit better. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you, Rachel. Okay, you're going to turn your paper diagonally in your trimmer so it's following this channel, right? You have this channel in here. That's where your cutting blade glides through. So you want your points, opposite points diagonally, to be lined up with that channel. After you've done that, you're going to get your cutting blade out of the way, and you're going to bring in your scoring blade, and you're going to press gently but firmly to give it a good crease. Now, we're going to shift this a 1/2 inch over. There is a line that was created when we did that scoring, and you can see lines here and here, right? So we're going to shift those so that they line up with the 1/2 inch mark just beyond either side of your channel. So we'll do one on this side, and then we'll lift it up, and we'll bring it back, and we'll shift it over to this side so it's lined up with those 1/2 inch marks. So you're going a 1/2 inch beyond, there we go, a 1/2 inch outside of that middle score line on either side of it. See that? So we have one here, we have one here, and we have one here. Those are your 3 score lines. Now we're going to rotate in the other direction so that these are going perpendicular to where we're going to score. We're going to bring this point to the 2 3/4 inch mark on our trimmer. And then, and that line goes all the way through here. You can see that line. Okay. You're going to line that point up there. And then these 2 points are going to get lined up. And I have to zoom out a little bit more so you can see better. These 2 points are going to get lined up where the white and the dark separate. Do you see that? They separate color. If you tilt it this way, they're not lined up. The points aren't on there. So you have to have this put onto your 2 3/4 inch spot and these 2 points where the color changes. It's the perfect trimmer for this project. And you score. Then you're going to rotate and you're going to do the same thing. Now, if you don't have a trimmer that has this layout, just know that this mark still needs to go to the 2 3/4 inch spot, okay? It needs to go to this line. And then these lines have to go at a right angle to where you're going to score. So you sort of have to eyeball it on other trimmers. That will give you the perfect little pocket pouch type container. We need a hole at the top of our pouch, by the way, and of course we can't send a hole punch with you, those of you that got the kit, but we do recommend using this hole punch here. It's an 1/8 inch hole punch that's in the hole punch trio, or you could use like a crocodile or any kind of hole punch. You could even pierce a hole in the top so that you can send your ribbon through. And this is where I think I changed the measurements slightly. I wanted to save some of my ribbon, and I felt I could get away with, and I just, let's see, where did I write that down? Where did I write it down, Melissa? Oh, here it is. I felt I could get away with 5 inches less of ribbon, so I'm doing 13. So I'm just going to prepare that right now. 13 inches of ribbon. You could even probably do less. So let's fold, shall we? We're going to fold in this direction, give it a good crease. We're going to fold in this direction, give it a good crease. Now you could have your dark on the outside or you could have it on the inside. It's whatever you want, okay? After you've done this, you're going to fold. Actually, we're going to fold inward like that so that the pocket parts are going in. So fold it inward. And then you're going to fold back on this score line like that. Flip it over and fold back on this score line. And that's going to give you this origami type of pouch. And I call it origami because there's no glue involved in holding this closed. Like these pockets are closed naturally, just the way the paper is folded up on itself. The more you put into your pockets, the more of a base you're gonna need, so you can widen the base or it can shrink, but you do have two little feet that will help hold it up, okay? It's holding up all by itself right now. We're gonna, of course, put a hole punch at the top. So let's do that with our 1/8 inch hole punch. And if it's hard to eyeball where it's gonna go, you could take a pencil and you can make a little dot here that stands out and then line up everything so that you see that little pencil dot in there and punch it. Now you can take your ribbon and feed it through. And I did a knot before I did a bow, okay? You need Rachel's demonstration number so you can join my team. Marlene, thank you. It's 25553. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you want to join. It's fun. Like, it's the most fun on the demonstrator side of things. So you can have an overhand there, and then you're going to take and do another to tie it into a knot. And I think that this is going to help make your ribbon lie in a good direction. So now that you've done that, I flip it around this way. I make a loop, and then I bring this one up and over, bring it through. You know, you sometimes have to like trick ribbon into lying correctly. And then you get a good look based on if you knot it, if you don't knot it, if you know what I mean. So we've got a nice look on here. And I use 13 inches of ribbon. So I probably could make a bigger bow, but I like the tinier bow. So I'm going to trim it here and here. We're going to add some goodies onto our container now. And these just help to make our container fancier. So, and I'm going to use glue here. What I'm going to do is add a trick though. I'm going to place this Post-it note down. I'm going to stick this on here where I want it to go. Grab that Post-it note, turn it over, and that's where I'm going to place my glue. I've been doing that trick for a while now, and it's really convenient for not having your adhesive go outside the lines. So now I have my adhesive where I want it to go. I can add this back on here in place, pull that out of there, and the glue is only where it needs to be. On the front of this, we're going to add the cattails, and I'm going to do that with just a couple of these dimensionals. So we'll put one towards the bottom and one up a little higher. We don't want to go too high because the cattails actually go beyond this area of the pocket. So that can get stuck here. We can flip it over and you can add your little dragonfly to the other side of your pocket, which could be your back side or whatever. I'm considering this the back side because it doesn't have the sentiment on it. And I am really nervous about squeezing that out, so we're going to use the precision tip bottle. There we go. Okay, we got the glue pretty much on the body of the dragonfly. Stick that down, and we'll hold that for a minute, and then we'll add some candy to it. I did get a pouch like this, and I've gotten pouches like these before too. They're so fun. I believe this one came from Sandy Lindsay. Sandy, am I correct? If you're watching this video, let me know. But she gave me this on stage, and it has like all of these little, like a little hand wipe in it. It had a little sewing kit, Purell, another little sanitizer type thing. What is this? Lip balm. There were all kinds of goodies in here that were flat and small. So that just gives you more ideas of what you can fit in here. But Melissa has chocolate in hers. So we can just slip in a couple of these Ghirardelli chocolates and yum, yum, yum. Look at that. And wouldn't that be cute for like a party favor on like a table setting or something? Everybody gets a little pouch with a couple of chocolates in it like that. There's the other side of it. Fun, right? Let's bring in the other two cards that we did today. So I want to show you the goodies. It's goodie time because, of course, I told you about the ordering special, and then I dove right into the second project and forgot to share what that ordering special is. So I'm going to quickly go over to my blog post where I share that. Again, it's the blog post that's connected in this video. And this April special is going to all of April, just so you know. But we'll scoot these. Thank you, Melissa, by the way, for your contributions to that awesome set of projects. They're super cute. I love them. Okay, so here we have the ordering special for April, and this is just from me. It's not from Stampin' Up. But if you don't have a demonstrator, you aren't a demonstrator yourself, and you want to place an order through me, I am gifting people who are helping me in this month of April, where I'm going to obtain this really cool sales milestone. So $200 order, $300 order, $400, $500 order. If you're ordering more than that, reach out to me. But I haven't seen too many orders that are above and beyond that mark. And so I just kind of stopped there. Let me show you on the desktop then what those products look like. So for every order that's over 200, you're going to get a sheet of these in color little butterflies. Aren't they precious? And they're in all the new in colors. And then if your order goes beyond that and reaches 300, I'm going to add to that 2 sheets each of, hang on, let me find it here. 2 sheets, 6x6 each of the Bloom Boutique paper. This is the Bloom Boutique paper, which has the in colors in it. So you get 2 6x6 sheets of each of that. It's a quarter of a pack. And you get 1 of each of these 5 sheets of the in color pearl paper. Okay. So you got all of this in color stuff to play with in an order of placing, if you place an order of 300, this will get sent to you in mid to late May. So I have to order it in May and then it gets shipped out. Let's say you go beyond 300 and you go to 400. Well, you get all of what I just showed you, plus you're going to get a pack of dots in my favorite colors. I mean, look at these beautiful colors, Granny Apple Green, Coastal Cabana, and then we have, of course, the white. So you would get a pack of these in addition at the 300 level. I know I'm being generous, but that's because I'm celebrating. We're celebrating with everybody. And then at the $500 level, so that was at the 400, sorry, that was at the 400. And at the $500 level, then we're adding in to what you just saw, 2 4x4 sheets each of, see this here? This is a resist paper. It's called Luxe White Specialty Paper. And it's part of the same suite where you get these. Then we dive into yet one more suite, so that we're covering little tidbits of 3 different suites, and these are like 3 of my favorite suites in the catalog. And then you get 4, we'll do this one next, 4 each of the 6x6 Scenic Coast Designer paper. So it's basically a half a pack of this, and you get 1 of each of these, so 3 little sheets of the Sunset Shimmer Vellum. So this is from one suite, this is from another suite in the catalog, and these are, well, I don't believe that this is part of the suite, but these are part of another suite, and of course coordinate with that. So we touch on 3 different suites, and again, this is a gift. I just appreciate all of you that support me and have supported me over the past 26 plus years of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. This has been a joy to be able to create and share with all of you so that you can create and share and brighten people's days with your creations, your scrapbook pages, your cards. Creativity brings us joy, but it also brings the people that we gift these things to so much joy as well. We brighten people's days with our creativity. So I want to help you keep creating. On that note, I think I just want to remind you one more time, we have a new product of the month. It's an eyelet die, and it's a huge die. It's so cool. You'll want to check that out. So just visit, the shop area. When you click on my website, just click on shop. But you'll also see the last chance list has refreshed. You'll see a couple new kits, some kits collection kits. It's the new month, so we have all these new things happening. Don't forget, I also just released the tutorials for the Paper Pumpkin Creatives from last month's Paper Pumpkin kit. So our March tutorials are ready, and the All-Star Homemade Sweetness Suite of tutorials is ready as well. Okay, I'm gonna let you all go. I think I announced everything. I'm gonna look on my desk. Don't forget that things are retiring, last chance, including the in colors. Those are probably on the last chance too. I know some re-inkers have already sold out. So make sure that you're getting your order in for all of that stuff before it's gone for good. I got it all in. A little over an hour. I think I started 2 minutes late and we're ending at 4 after. Trisha, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being there for us. I appreciate all of you who are subscribed and are members to my YouTube channel. Thank you for supporting me in all of those different ways. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thanks for taking time out of your day. If you're watching the afterlife, comment and let us know. And I appreciate and love you all. Thank you everybody. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.